I think that means we're live once more, once again, and it's time to go kick some data ass today. Let's actually take a quick look at our equipment while I wait a little bit to see if there's any people that are going to come into chat. We still have the ultimate weapon. I think Starlight and Crystal Snow we already had last time, but I equipped some different armor pieces. The Royal Ribbon I still have, but I also have two Chaos Anklets right now, which gave a 35% boost to good morning, afternoon for me, but good morning for you, Angel. These both give 35% resistance to darkness. So in total, I have a 40% resistance to all elements and a 74% resistance to darkness, which is going to be very important against Ansem because all his attacks are, I think, darkness based. One of them, I think, is fire magic based. And then against Xemnas, I think most of his attacks are physically based. So that means I'm just going to... I know, it's alright, just shut up. I'm going to get my just normal defense as high as possible, and that should do the trick. I did both of these things off screen to prepare, to like get the patterns down and everything. But I used elixirs for those. And as it turns out, the items you have actually do get used up. I just had a shit ton of ethers last time. So let me go into my customizations and make this a high ether. That's going to have to do. And then we have Master Xehanort and Xion. Xion is definitely going to be the first we beat because she's beatable. Master Xehanort is fucking insane. So let's start with Ansem. The lightsaber attacks. I think they are calculated through just normal defense. Mostly. Not any specific element. Even though they definitely should be light. I don't even think there is a light resistance, is there? Would be real weird from like a story perspective if there was. You're not starting off with like a pattern I'm very much enjoying, I'll admit. I should stop doing that. Okay, so I'm going to try and focus a little bit because every boss fight we have left today, they're all very difficult. None of them are easy. Ansem and Xemnas are... Ansem seems to be the easier one of the two. But they're both fairly difficult to deal with. And then you have Xion and Master Xehanort. And Master Xehanort, I have looked at his moves once when I unlocked him. And I got literally no hits in on him. He absolutely demolished me. And I probably also want to use a spell... I also bought a Kupo coin because I don't mind being a little bit cheap about things. I also don't think I want to keep using water. I don't know why I've been using water. I think if I go into using fire magic, that will be a lot more like useful for me. I think anyway. So if I die here, and when I say if I die, I really mean when I die. I'm going to switch my customization to using fire magic instead. I think that'll be more powerful for me. If anything, Xemnas wouldn't be a Jedi; he would be a Sith. I mean, his lightsabers are even red, and he's like fairly evil, all things considered. Where are you? Where are you? I don't like this attack. I also figured out that I actually have Ampi Haste Gar and Ampi Haste Ra as well on my equipment, on my armor slots. So that should help me a lot as well. I think I had that last time as well though, so it shouldn't make a difference between last stream and this one, but it should help. Also, I need to remember to use high ethers like as soon as I can. Oh, here you go again. I hate this move. Mostly because there's not a lot of things you can do about it. So I looked up what is theoretically the best loadout of Keyblades, and the most recommended thing I see everywhere on the internet is people saying bring Ultima Weapon, Oathkeeper and Oblivion, two of which I do not have. So pretty much it's just Ultima Weapon, and that's about it. Let me heal, let me heal, let me heal, please let me heal. Darth Zamnus. Honestly, he kind of is. I think we might win this fight, and that would be very good. Very good indeed if I could win the first attempt of this fight today. That would give me a lot of confidence. But there still is a very good chance that we won't. I want to make that very clear. This fight can go from one way to the other very, very quickly. But honestly, with this, yeah, he's only got a bar and a half left. I think we're pretty much golden here. Worst case scenario, I still probably will get a Rage Form to use if need be. But I don't even think I'll need to use a Rage Form. I might need to use a Rage Form. Okay, this attack is a little bit weird. I still don't quite understand what this attack is. It's definitely like his final desperation move though, so that scares me a little bit. Because it doesn't give me enough time to do anything. Okay, I think I've got him pretty much down at this point. But he does like spamming a lot of attacks when he's close to death, which makes a lot of sense, but it also annoys me. Again, I've got Rage Form if need be. I can Rage out. I did defeat him in Rage Form before as well. I don't think I'll have to use Rage Form this time though, which... And I didn't use any Alexes. Okay, that's Ansem done. First attempt, Ansem dead. On to Zamnus, which is a lot more of an issue. And that does give me a defense boost, which is the other reason that I wanted to do Ansem before Zamnus. Because one more defense might just make the difference. It might not. It probably won't. But it might. And that's the most important thing. So let's go into equipment here. And I think I've got nothing with better defense. I've got a lot of things with better defense. That's then a Royal Ribbon. Let's see, I've got a Cosmic Bell Plus. I don't think I've got anything that's better than that. Well, for Thunder Resistance or Dark Resistance. But I mainly just want to have a insane defense for this upcoming fight. So I think I am as high as defense I can be at the moment. These items don't give you defense. And let's restock the High Ether. And I don't fucking know. Let's... put one Elixir. Just if I need it. I hope I won't. I probably won't. And then in items, I just got a defense boost, which I can use as well, which gets me to 83 defense. I'm still kind of pissed about the fact that Star Wars isn't in this game and you get a lightsaber Keyblade. That would be fucking amazing. And they could even like integrate Zamnus having like lightsaber type, like just in a little joke, like where I don't know, fucking Obi-Wan's like he's got two. I don't know, or maybe even Sidious, whatever. Maybe it's an origin story for his lightsabers, but that would kind of be fucked. I wouldn't like that, but I would have liked Star Wars to be in there, to be honest. I'm very glad that Big Hero 6 is in there. But that's no Star Wars. That's kind of... The reason I said that is mostly because Big Hero 6 is technically Disney, but technically also Marvel. The original comic was a Marvel thing, and I don't have another Kupo coin, which I probably should have bought another one of those, because those are very useful. It's a Marvel comic, which then was made into a Disney film, but still with the help and consent of Marvel, I think. That was before Marvel was bought by Disney as well, I'm fairly sure. Just before, I think they bought Marvel in 2007? No, they bought it after. They bought it after the first couple of MCU movies, I think. They didn't buy it before. I think they bought it because the MCU was taken off. So they probably bought it in 2009, 2010. And Big Hero 6 is 2006, I think. So, probably one of my favorite Disney animated movies. Not counting Pixar and stuff, obviously. Especially if we're talking strictly modern Disney movies. Man, I love Big Hero 6. I love me some Lion King, don't get me wrong. I love Tarzan. But Big Hero 6 holds up. I really like the movie. I don't understand why people don't like the movie. There's people that don't like Big Hero 6, and I think you just don't have a soul if you don't like that movie. That being said, the animation series that was produced for the Disney Channel after that, the 2D animation, yeah, no, that one was actually bad. I watched 4 episodes of that, and then I got upset. I just didn't want to watch anymore. That's a question, right? Because if they were to do Kingdom Hearts Star Wars, would they do original trilogy or would they do prequels? Probably not. Or would they do sequel trilogy? I'm guessing they would do the sequel trilogy. Which means that we'd probably be fighting Kylo Ren. But I mean, even the theme, right, of the dark side versus the light side of the Force, it works so well with Kingdom Hearts' obsession with light versus darkness. You wouldn't even have to do much to make it fit, other than a little bit potential uncanny valley-ness, same as in Pirates. But Pirates worked very well in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'd argue Pirates as a world thematically works way less well in Kingdom Hearts than Star Wars would. So if you make that work... Oh, no. No, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, the post-credit scene for Big Hero 6 was very nice. It was very nice to see a Stan Lee cameo, even though it wasn't really a Marvel film. The timing for that is really annoying. But yeah, as you can see, I've got an hour of practice against these bosses at this point. So, while they're still not easy, they're not as big of a deal as they were last week. That was pretty much frame perfect. Okay, I kind of fucked that one up. That was just in time. I didn't... I meant to do that the other way around, but I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. I'm fucked. I mean, I can heal. I can heal. Don't get me wrong. I can heal. Probably. Please give me time to heal. Oh, just enough time to heal. I think we're doing fairly well for this fight as well, which means that we're going to be fighting Xion soon, and I don't have a strategy for Xion yet. Okay, so we're going to have to redo this fight. I'm going to redo this fight after getting a Kupo coin, because I don't want to spend too much time just losing over and over again today. How about we talk about our favorite Big Hero 6 moments? Mine is dark but amazing Baymax kill. Does he say kill? I feel like he doesn't use the word kill. I feel like he says destroy or something. I very much... I have a hard time believing that he would use the word kill in a Disney film like that. I mean, I know Scar says I killed Mufasa, So I suppose it's possible. But that seems like a different context, right? That's just saying something that happened and you have seen. Giving the order to kill, that is like a lot darker. I haven't watched Big Hero 6, like... Last time I watched it was probably a year ago at this point. So, I don't know. I remember that... I mean, it's fair. That's how you remember it, so that's all that's important. Really, is how you remember it. And he might say kill. I'm not saying he definitely didn't say kill. I'm just saying it would be somewhat surprising to me if he used the word kill in that context. Because of Disney. But then again, there's also some Marvel going on there, and they really don't have an issue. I don't know what the age rating for Big Hero 6 is either. I'm assuming they wanted to keep it like available for children and not just teens. Unlike a lot of the Marvel movies. Let me heal, let me heal, let me heal. I wanted to heal you, motherfucker. I didn't want to heal you, motherfucker. Yeah, this is a very bad start to this fight. Holy fuck. That was a very good combo, though. 7 and up. 7 and up seems like you probably shouldn't say the word kill. Then again, I suppose it's possible. Also, hello, Amelia. How are you doing today? I'm getting beat up by a man with 2 lightsabers. So, all things considered, I'd say I'm doing fairly well. It's not even 2 lightsabers. It's 2 lightsabers like coming out of his hands. He doesn't even have handles on them. I love the fact that you can dodge him, can block in mid-air in Kingdom Hearts 3. I always forget that you can, until I do it by accident. You can't do that in 1 and 2, or any other game. Kingdom Hearts 3 introduced that, and I fucking love it. Rage form. I rage formed exactly at the right moment. Holy fuck. I feel so badass for doing that. Let's just force ourselves out here. Might lead to a little bit of trouble potentially, but... Heal, heal, heal. I didn't get a chance to heal. I was spamming the heal, but you fucking... Let's retry that. I don't understand anime references like 99% of the time because I don't watch a lot of anime. Even though it's definitely something like I would enjoy fairly soon. I love Dragon Ball. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like the Pokemon anime, but that's like... Honestly, that's more cartoon than anime. I know that, technically speaking, anime is just like the Japanese word for cartoon, so anything that's animated is in a way an anime, especially if it's from Japan. I know it's not... a lot of people don't consider it to be anime, but I fucking love Avatar: The Last Airbender. And to a certain extent The Legend of Korra. And then The Dragon Prince, which also not anime, but I would consider that to be potentially like pseudo-anime. Love it as well. But a lot of the like very anime I haven't watched. Because a lot of anime is just also very long. Like, Naruto has like 800 episodes or something like that at this point. I mean, I know Dragon Ball does as well. But that's taken like years. and you can watch that in like batches. But starting a new anime with so many episodes, not even an anime, just starting anything which has like hundreds of hours of content, it's very intimidating and not something I'm like very keen to do generally. Then there's things like One Punch Man, which is I think like 20 episodes or something like that. Attack on Titan is not that much. Probably should watch all of those. Big Hero 6 was 2014? Huh. I could have sworn it was way, way longer ago. Huh. What do you know? 2014. That's fairly recent. So that was definitely after acquiring Marvel. Which is probably the reason they could make the film in the first place then. But that was also when Marvel was actually doing well. That was 2 years after the Avengers. And the Avengers was... I mean, the start of the MCU in general was like the return of Marvel to glory. But really 2012 with the Avengers was the moment they were back in the spotlight and making shit ton of money. And then obviously they broke records with Endgame and shit. And I think they've kind of peaked. I hope they haven't, because man, they've just been pumping out decent to good to great movies for years and years and years now. But I feel like they've kind of peaked at this point. Probably not a good idea to use Ultimate Form in here when I still have to block those things. Because I think the block animation lasts shorter for Ultimate Form. And there's also this. Yeah, Kupo coin. I wanted to use Rage Form there. I mean, at least I was able to use the Kupo coin, right? I know it's a little bit cheesy and cheaty. Especially since I'm on beginner mode. I think I still haven't checked if I'm on beginner or standard. Just goes to show how difficult this fight actually is and how probably much better I'd be doing if I had the proper keyblades and equipment. Yeah, and some of these things you can't actually guard against as well, which doesn't make it much easier. I'm gonna read chat in a moment when I die again or when I win.